Everyone, and welcome to the concession stand here on the KB Radio Network. I am your host, Kevin Reed, and this is our review of One Piece Into the Grand Line, which is season 2 that is currently on Netflix. This is the latest live action adaptation of the manga that is extremely popular. I didn't watch the anime before I dove into season 1 a few years ago that debuted on Netflix. But season 1 was so good, I actually started watching it. And I didn't realize that it's 20 seasons to that anime. It's still going on as we speak since 1999. And that is crazy to me. But this live action adaptation, and Netflix has dibble dabbled in manga and or manga and anime live action adaptations over the past, I would say, 10 years. They've been trying to strike gold there. The first thing comes to mind is Cowboy Bebop, which I know I'm being a minority here when I say this, but I didn't dislike Cowboy Bebop. I actually liked that show. I wish it would have kept going on, but I understand those who didn't enjoy it because it wasn't perfect. It kind of, it was uneven. It was an uneven, and this was their first try at that. But for what it was, I did enjoy it. Now, when we came around to One Piece, which debuted in 2023, I believe, I really liked that because that was a faithful adaptation. I believe it as much as I wasn't into the anime, I later went back and started watching it, but it felt like it was a live action anime. It just felt authentic. So when season 2 was getting ready to drop, which took forever, it felt like, what, 2.5 years, almost 3, and for season 2 to come around, I was like, okay, finally, I'm excited. But at the same time, I was skeptical because you know how it goes. When the first season is good, sometimes it dips in quality when we get to the second season. Even films do that too. Like when you get sequels, it's the law of diminishing returns. After the first one would probably be close to a classic or perfection, and it just peters off after that. I'm shocked to really say this out loud. Season 2 of One Piece was better than the first season, and the first season was close to perfection. This was awesome. I loved all 8 episodes of this show. In case you don't know what One Piece is about, this is your first time hearing about it, which is an honor. I'm glad that you checking out the show. But the show follows the adventures of the Straw Hat Pirates as they pursue their individual goals together and seek the One Piece, a legendary treasure found and hidden by the former king of the pirates named Gold Roger. And our lead characters are Monkey D. Luffy or Straw Hat Luffy. You have Nami, you have Zoro, and the list goes on and on. We'll be forever listing all these characters, but we're introduced to a lot more characters in season 2 because now we're traveling literally into the Grand Line, where our group of misfit pirates are faced with new adventures, new dangers, assassins, and still have the Marines on their behind. So it is a lot going on, but with all that going on, we still get a lot of character story. We still get a lot of individual goals for every member of this crew. And I think that's what sets this apart from a lot of shows and a lot of TV. I mean, and in a lot of movies as well, is the fact that they really spend the time to flush out characters, not just our protagonists, not just the straw hat pirates, but even the antagonists, the villains in the show. And it's super unique. You get everybody's motivation, whether it's good or bad. You get everybody's motivation in this show, and that is extremely impressive because there are so many characters in this show. It's not like it's you only have to focus on five individual people and follow their story as they go along. No, you have I think in season 2 you got about 20 new characters that pop up, and all of them got a really good story. All of them are there for good reason. Now, once again, didn't read the manga, didn't watch fully watch the anime show. And I'm pretty sure all that was flushed out. And when you watch anime, you know that they flush out characters, and that's what makes this show so unique. To say that this is a live action adaptation, normally you get some type of subtraction when we deal with switching mediums, whether it's comic book to film or novel to TV show or film or stuff like that. There's always something that's missing there. Now, full disclosure, like I repeated verbatim already, haven't followed the source material of this particular show. And so I can't really give a honest assessment on how faithful this version is, but I really do enjoy this. Uh, what sticks out to me this season is the villains, is the what is it, the Barquette works, the group of assassins, and how every episode is a villain of the week, so to speak. You get introduced to a new villain, and especially out of this crew where you get Mr. Five or Mr. Nine and Miss Wednesday, who we find out is somebody else. But my favorite out the bunch will be Miss All Sunday. Man, I didn't know how fire she was. That is a beast. She's the one that ate the devil's fruit and she can duplicate her limbs, but not just on her body. She can duplicate limbs on other people's bodies and all. She is a beast, man. But I think a lot of people were highly anticipating the arrival of Tony Chopper. I think everybody was excited as far as what I was looking at online before we got to this season, because I, once again, broken record, here we go, didn't follow the source material, don't know anything about this character. But once I started seeing online how excited people were, and at the same time how skeptical a lot of people were, because this is like one of their favorite characters on the show, I started looking into this character. So my expectations started to go a certain way. But I love that character. I love that character. Pretty much stole the season for me. And speaking of that character, which is completely CG, I think it was motion capture for that character. The visual effects in this show is top notch. Netflix did not skim. They did not, you know, try to cut corners when it came to the visual effects. It looks fantastic. Chopper looks fantastic. Those with the abilities and special abilities, like Straw Hat Laffy. I love his scratching ability. Smoker, love his ability. I mentioned Miss All Sunday, loved hers as well. Everybody. Now I will say this, the show almost lost me with the booger flicker. Who was that? That was, oh my god, was it Mr. 8? Or I can't remember which one. It was so many of them. I'm losing track of them. But he got explosive boogers that he flicks. He flicks on people. But I mean, I guess, but I did not expect that. Which is weird because with a show like this, you must expect the unexpected. Because you never know what will pop up and who can do what and all sorts of evilness. But Zorro, he stood out to me as well this season. I love the fight choreography with him, with that unorthodox three sword style that he has, and those three just over the top swords. Just those swords look like they're about 7 feet long. that he that he has on his side. It is so ridiculous, but it's anime. It looks like he walked clean off of the anime set into live action. Like this was Who Framed Roger Rabbit or something. But it is some awesome fight choreography. I think in episode 3 when he took out 100 men, because his whole goal is to be the greatest swordsman of all time. And that scene when they were on that island and he just took out 100 men, and it was so cool. It was so cool. I really enjoyed that. Uh, Negatives, I really don't have any. Honestly, I don't have any negatives to this season. I had so much fun every single episode. I was waiting for the episode where I could be like, okay, this was a filler or this was a throwaway just to get to 8, the magic 8 number. But no, all 8 episodes were funny, tense, adventurous. I mean, you name it, everything was there. Uh, kudos to the showrunners here. Uh, Thankfully, Netflix already greenlit season 3, so we don't have to guess that we'll get another season. Hopefully, you know what Netflix do, but they greenlit this well before this season dropped, so they were very confident in it, and I see why. This was a fantastic second season to One Piece, which gets a letter grade of an A. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Wasn't expecting to have this much fun with it. I my plan was to watch it throughout the week. Maybe 2 episodes a day. That was how I organized it in my head. I watched it in one sitting. That's what it just. I could not stop watching. But that's just one man's opinion. I would like to know yours. What did you think of One Piece, which is currently on Netflix? All 8 episodes of season 2 are now available for your viewing pleasure. I'd like to know your thoughts. Email the show, kbradiopodcast@gmail.com. You can also search for the show on all social media platforms. Just search for the KB Radio Network. Also, don't forget about YouTube. Subscribe to the KB Radio Network channel and like this video if you don't mind. Don't forget about the 5 stars, the reviews, and sharing of this show if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you are currently listening to the concession stand here on the KB Radio Network. Everybody, thank you for joining me for this review of Netflix One Piece Season 2 Into the Grand Line. I want you all to know that I love you. Continue to love everyone. And until we speak again, you all be blessed.